Um, Hi, my name is Juniper Brand, and I decided to do my motion analysis project on running form. Okay, so a little overview on my project and the steps that I took. I first measured my athlete's baseline running form. I then compared this form with the essential perfect running form. Then I decided to identify her areas of improvement. Then I worked with her to improve these areas, and finally, I compared her baseline form with her improved form, um, so she can understand the importance of fixing these little aspects and take those aspects home with her. Some background information on my athlete, Sasha Pickett. My athlete is a competitive long distance runner, and she wanted to become better and faster at running, so I decided to analyze her running form and work with her to improve it. Okay, so the important things that we look for when we are watching a running form, we look for where their line of vision is, the placement of their arms, the length of their stride, their posture, the shape of their legs, their hip placement, and their arm shape. These are all really important aspects of their form, and they determine the speed and functionality of their running form. Okay, so it's important to mention what the gait cycle is because the gait cycle is essentially the movement of our lower limbs in relation to the other limbs. It's basically the locomotion that occurs between our legs and our hips and how they correspond and correlate to each other. And yeah, that's just important to know about because of running form. Okay, so I decided to compare my athlete's running form with this professional long distance runner, Eliud Kipchoge. He holds records for his marathon times, which are under 2 hours. He's like broken records and stuff. So he's like a pretty reliable person to compare. This is him running. You can tell he's very strong with his running form. This is actually at the end of one of his races, so it's very clear that he is able to maintain a proper and efficient running form throughout all of his runs. Okay, so a little breakdown on his form. This is a really low quality video, but my motion analysis app shows um, just how he keeps his arms really straight. There's no overlap with his torso. He has huge strides, and that's what's making him move so quickly. And also, he's standing pretty straight up. Also, his legs are bending a lot, which is creating that long stride. Okay, so here we have a breakdown on my athlete's running form. You can tell that she is really swinging her arms across her chest, which is causing her torso to move. And this is really inefficient for running because it's wasting so much energy. She also isn't able to get a very long stride. This may be due to the treadmill that she's on. This also may be due to the fact that she's just jogging. There's a lot of factors that tie in here. But these are all things that we're going to work to improve. Again, here's a little side by side analysis of these two runners. It's very low quality, I'm sorry, but we can tell how much bigger a stride he is getting up here than Sasha is getting down here. As we can see, she's not moving her knee as much, and you can really tell with her arms right here how little he's moving and how much her arms are moving. Again, another side by side comparison. This is more just a breakdown on all the angles. On the left here, we have Sasha, and you can really see again, they're in almost the exact same position. And we can see how much this arm is rotating across compared to his, and how high his knee is coming, which causes that bigger stride compared to Sasha's, which is really not coming up at all. As I mentioned, the things Sasha needs to work on are keeping her arms straight, shifting her torso less, extending her stride, and bringing her knee higher. Again, here's just a little breakdown image of these. We can see really up close how much her torso is really moving because of her arms. Again, we can see that arm coming across here too, and then just the knee not moving as much as it should. Okay, so after working with Sasha for a bit and letting her know what her areas of improvement are, here's what her form looks like. It may seem like there's not a ton of improvement, but when you compare up side by side, which we will in a sec, you can really see how much Sasha's form has improved. Her arms are really coming across less, her torso shifting less, which is going to improve her running stride and create a lot more efficiency in her run. Okay, so here's a side by side analysis of the two. You can really tell how much this arm is moving compared to this arm across. Her torso is moving so much less. This knee is coming up quite a bit more when she's extending, and that's causing a bigger stride. Again, that she's on a treadmill, so we can't make this be completely true, but all of this can carry over and help her overall in her cross country races. Okay, yeah. So basically, yeah, that was my project. You can really tell here again how much her arm is really shifting across, and just this simple adjustment is gonna really improve Sasha's form and make her be a much faster runner. Thanks.